Good morning. Today it is a beautiful day. We had a frost warning last night, so I'm going to go check on a few of the new things we planted, but it looks like we don't have any further really cold nights coming up. So I think I'm going to get the Lisianthus that I picked up at the garden center the other day. I think I'm going to get that planted because it just does better in the ground than it does in its little nursery 6-pack. And I picked up Lisianthus in, baby plant form because I've tried to grow it multiple times from seed 2 years in a row. And it comes pelleted, which is good. And I can't seem to get it to start. I don't have enough heat or water or light, or something is going wrong with it. I don't have seed starting, kits or sets or anything. I just try to do it in a warm, sunny area and keep it domed until they sprout. And it's just been a complete failure both times. So we fail sometimes in the garden to do things, and that's okay. There are people that are really good at growing plants. So I picked up these at the garden center, and I will get them planted today. Let's take a look at the varieties. Okay, so I have 3 varieties of the Lisianthus today that I'm gonna plant. Some people say Lisianthus, some people say Lisianthus. And I first became aware of this type of flower when I worked in a florist's, and it's really a beautiful flower. It's kind of rose-like almost. I will find bigger pictures of this because this is not doing it justice, but okay, there we go. So the first one is Mariachi Pink Picotee, and it is a Lisianthus. It's sun or part sun. And we are in zone 10A here. We do get morning fog and afternoon fog. So I'm gonna plant this in full sun in our area because it doesn't get too hot. So this is the Mariachi Pink Picotee. It says height of 24 to 36 inches and space at 12 inches apart. And these are good for cutting gardens, for borders, for beds. They're really pretty. I really can't wait to see how these turn out. The second one here is Mariachi Misty Blue. And it's going to have the same specs. It's sun to part shade. And it is 24 to 36 inches high and 12-inch spacing. This one's a blue. Last one was pink. And this one is Bolero Blue Picotee. And I think that looks more like a purple to me. I will try to get a better image of it. And again, this one says height 32 to 36 inches. So really, these ones were 24 and that one is 32. So this one's going to be a little bit taller, the purple. And this one is also 24. So really excited that these are already sprouted. These are probably at least 6-month-old plants at this point. And I have had 0 luck starting them from seed. They come pelleted and they're very tiny, and I've had 0 luck. So excited to find these at the garden center. Let's go get them planted. Okay, need our gloves, need our hat, and we're good to go. So this area here is where I want to plant some of the Lisianthus along this border here. I have a hedge of feijoa. That's the kind of blue looking hedge here. And then I have a mulberry tree and 2 fig trees. There's beyond is some Little Miss Kim lilacs right here, and an avocado tree, and then our fruit orchard beyond. And I also have 2 David Austin roses that I planted this year. So I'm gonna go check out those tags and remind myself what they were. I believe they were whites and yellows. And this is where I want to put in some of the Lisianthus along in this bed. This is supposed to be a wood chip walkway here. And then our blueberries are here, and there was kale beyond. Right now everything is covered in miner's lettuce and grass. The grass I could do without, the miner's lettuce is fine. All right, let's go check out those roses and see what they are. So this rose here is a Desdemona. I will find a photo of it, and got it as a bare root rose this year, and it's doing wonderfully. We'll move down the line here. The second rose in this area is a Nye Bevan. So I will find a photo of that as well and pop it up on the screen. It's also doing really well. I mean, it's just, they're looking really healthy. It's hard to see amongst all the miner's lettuce, but they're very healthy looking. So this rose is the Desdemona. Kind of a warm white, really, really nice color. And I'm going to do the Mariachi Misty Blue Lisianthus around it. Nice roots. Tuck it in well, but here in our area, I have to always leave some of the dirt that the plant came in exposed, or else, wow, look at that one. That one's ready to go. If I don't leave some of the dirt the plants come in exposed, the sand will completely block the water to the plant and it won't grow. It'll just die. It took me a year to figure that out. Didn't know what was happening to my plants. I was watering them and they were dying. Ooh, root bound. What about root bound? These are gonna need a good watering. Okay, so now we're going to do the Bolero Blue, which is really quite purple to me, and put it here next to the either Nye Bevan or Nye Bevan David Austin Rose. I'm sure I'm not saying it right. I apologize. And I got 6 around the last rose, so I'll go for 6 around this one. And this area of my yard is purples and blues and yellows and whites and greens, kind of a cool palette that's calming and cooling because it's the hottest part of my yard. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in here. It's a test of just how much can I hold in one hand while I use my crutch to walk with the other. Uh-oh. There's a pile of weeds right here. Oh boy. All right. So this area of the orchard, we had strawberries. We still do have some. But we've dug a lot of them up and taken them indoors because we're fighting slugs for them. And I am worried slugs are going to eat the new Lisianthus, so I will come back with Sluggo and bait around the new plants after I get them watered in. So this area I'm putting flowers in now. And I do have a rose there. I'll get a little closer and see what it is. And we'll plant these ones in this area because this part of the orchard or the yard, I have a lot of pinks. So we will put this one here. Okay, this David Austin rose is a sceptered isle. I'll look that up and pop a picture up. Okay, so this is the pink picotee, mariachi pink picotee Lisianthus, and I'm not going to go in a curve around the rose the way I did over there. This is more of a flower bed. And I have a lot of irrigation lines in here from the strawberries, so I'm going to take advantage of those for the Lisianthus. Okay, so I cleaned it up a little bit more here, and I found a lavender there and a lavender there that I planted. And I know there are dahlia bulbs in here. You can see one poking up right there, the old stalk. But they're not doing anything yet, but they're here. So I think I'll just do kind of a drift of the mariachi pink Lisianthus through here where I have water lines. Then I don't have to come back to them. Okay, so I'm beet red. It's hot out and covered in dirt, but we planted 18 of the Lisianthus, and I planted them near 3 of my David Austin bare root roses that I got this year. So it's fun to see those starting to leaf out. It's really exciting when, you know, you plant something from bare root, from nothing, and then it starts leafing out and it can become really an anchor in your garden. And that's my goal for the roses. I might do things that are more annuals around them eventually. I'd love to have all perennials, but some of the annuals, you just can't beat them. Lisianthus being one of those. So I'm excited to see how these all come together. I'm gonna go water them in and pack it in for the day. It's a workout when you haven't been doing much, when you've been in bed for 8 months. To get out, back out in the garden and do things is probably the healthiest thing you can do for yourself. So I encourage gardening. It's one of the most wonderful physical, mental, and emotional activities you can do. So get out there and do it. You can. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm on a crutch and I have no good legs, and I can do it. So you can too. All right. See you next time. Bye.